Kali Yuga Dharma Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki. Kali Yuga Dharma Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki. Thank you. My hope is to present for all of you a Leela Kirtan. I really like telling stories in Kirtan. I feel like it stays within the heart. His Holiness Sachinandan Maharaj was speaking about a very special kind of chanting with affection. Name of it starts with an S. Thank you, Ananda. Thank you. Name? Did everybody else? No? Uh-oh. Oh no. We can't look bad in front of Sachinandan Maharaj. Someone must know, and then you tell your neighbor, and then we'll all... Okay, so I'm going to give you all a second. Ask your neighbor. Someone must know. Okay, has everyone told a neighbor? Yes? Okay, we're going to try again. So, His Holiness Sachinandan Maharaj is speaking about a very special kind of chanting with affection called? They know everything, Maharaj, you see? And this kind of chanting gets Krishna's attention, because then we're really focused on Krishna. Maharaj was saying that it helps so much if we can envision the Lord before us. And sometimes, if we can't envision the Lord before us, then maybe we can envision our favorite deity. And then sometimes, even if we can't somehow envision a favorite deity, maybe a story will help. So this is my hope, that maybe a story will help, and maybe magic will occur. But I have one very serious allergy. It is to cell phone recordings. You all are laughing, but this is serious. If there are too many cell phone recordings, I'll go into anaphylactic shock. It'll be a problem. I'll be rolling on the stage and it won't be out of ecstasy. Someone will have to drag me off. So I'm urging you, begging you, with straw between my teeth, metaphorically, let yourselves go for a moment. Because I guarantee you, you can't capture Krishna on the recording. And so we're going to try and bring some magic. But I need your full attention to bring the magic. This won't work without your attention, without all of your hearts. So give yourselves a moment to simply dive into the story and the mercy. Let these pastimes unfold before all of us. But it's like the one Brahmin who went to Sanatana Goswami on the advice of Lord Shiva. He said, I need money. I need to pay for my daughter's wedding. They said that you have some priceless jewels. Sanatana Goswami said, oh, I might have something. It was in a corner, in a trash pile. And there was a touchstone, the likes of which Harry Potter has been searching for ever since. This touchstone could turn anything into gold and priceless metals and jewels. And the Brahmin took it and he was so happy, but then he thought, wait a minute, there's something about this Goswami. He gave it too easily. So he went back to Sanatana Goswami, hey Babaji, there must be something else. You gave it too easily. Sanatana Goswami said, well, there is something. But in order to get it, you have to take that touchstone and throw it in the river. And the Brahmin said, I'll do anything.
Okay.
Right, exactly. We have so many lakes and pools. Feel free to toss your cell phone into one of the lakes and pools. Finally, after that happened, Sanatana Goswami, seeing his faith, now you're ready. And he gave him the priceless jewel of the holy name, more valuable than any valuable thing, sweeter than the sweetest, purer than the purest, most auspicious in all the three worlds, saving us from all miseries. So this is a lesson for all of us. I guarantee you, you cannot capture it on your phone for later. That's the magical thing about these kirtans. You can't save them for later. You have to simply feel them with your heart and walk away saying, oh, but that was the most magical experience I ever had in my life. I promise it will stay longer in your heart and soul than it will on your phone. Because this holy name travels with us from body to body. And our phone plans barely last 2 years. So let us take a moment to fully dive in. People are recording me as I'm saying it. So, as we've been saying, if you catch your neighbor talking, tap them on the shoulder and encourage them to dive in deeper. But also, if you see your neighbor recording, feel free to remind them to dive deeper into the holy name. This morning, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj gave a beautiful Bhagavatam lecture. Anyone here for it? Yes. And the crux of this verse was that devotees in association with each other encourage one another to give up their materialistic attachments. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says beautifully that one devotee says, oh, I see you've given up material attachments, I also will give up material attachments. So I urge you, when you see that your neighbor is fully immersed in the pastime, think to yourself, oh, I also will become fully immersed in the pastime. But you can't do it if your arms are tired from holding up your cell phone. Let them be tired from holding up your arms outstretched, ready to catch raindrops of mercy. Did you all hear the thunder and the lightning earlier? It's pretty incredible. So let us be ready to dive in. Let us be ready to encourage one another on a journey through these wonderful leelas. But in order to gain entrance, we have to let go of everything else that we think is important. Let this memory stay in your heart. But in order for it to stay in your heart, let it enter deeply through your ears. Let these leelas take up residence. Let them charm you. Let them make you laugh. Allow them to even make you cry. Let them make you clasp your hands together, marveling at Krishna's mercy. So this is a story about the power of the holy name, the power of our meditations on the holy name, and the power of association with devotees. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
one more with affection.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Do any of you know about Draupadi? Wow, I see people are already excited. Draupadi called out for Sri Krishna, her friend, her protector, almost like her brother-in-law, the only person who could save her when she was going through the most troublesome time in her life. Have any of us ever felt like we were going through the most troublesome time in our lives? Yes? So now, in the mood of Draupadi, we'll try again, calling out for Krishna, our near and dear one. Only Krishna can save us. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
There was also someone who was thinking of Draupadi's plight. Her husband Arjuna was traveling through the forest while they were in exile. His heart was burning with anger and frustration. His body was quivering with powerlessness, thinking, how could it be that we have gone through such horrible conditions? My wife insulted in a hall full of our elders, full of our entire community, and I was powerless to stop her. What is the use of all of my strength, my learning? What is the use of any of this? What is to be my fate? And has anyone ever suffered as much as me? With a heart full of despair, depression, Arjuna traveled through the forest. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
On the way, on the banks of a river, he came upon the great sage Markandeya Rishi. O greatest of noble men, Rishivar, has anyone ever suffered as much as me? Arjuna asked. The great sage said, my dear boy, this material world is full of all kinds of trials and tribulations, not just for you, but for everyone and anyone who steps foot into this material world. And especially those who record with their cell phones unnecessarily. It's incredibly bold, they're still recording. This is a very serious fate. Don't bring the troubles upon yourselves. And so Markandeya Rishi said, but I have something to ease your heart. And Arjuna said, oh great sage, what could that be? He said, I will tell you a story about the great King Ram. Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki. And he began to tell him the story of Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan. saying, "Oh, my dear boy, if you think you have suffered, just see how the Supreme Lord has suffered. He came to this place. He was exiled into the forest for 14 years by his stepmother. He lost his wonderful, beloved, chaste wife, Sita Devi. She was taken by Ravana." This was a very exciting tale, and it started to ease the pain in Arjuna's heart, hearing about even the trials and tribulations that Sri Ram went through. And of course, Markandeya Rishi, he began to speak about how we got Sita back. Sri Ram enlisted the help of all the Vanara monkey warriors, which is everyone's favorite part, yes? Arjuna perked up a little bit at that moment. And they built a bridge of stones all the way across the ocean to go and find Sita Mata. Arjuna thought, They went all the way to Lanka. They helped Sri Ram fight many battles. Finally, Sri Ramachandra shot a very powerful arrow at Ravana. And he was victorious. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, 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 Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
After Arjuna was done speaking to the sage, he wandered off a ways a little down the riverbank. He thought to himself, I agree with everything that the sage has told me. But one thing puzzles me. I don't understand why Sri Ramachandra would have a bridge made out of stones. And it took 5 days for these monkey warriors to build this bridge. Why did he need their help anyway? He's supposed to be the greatest archer that ever lived. Why didn't he build a bridge out of arrows? And he thought, Sri Ramachandra is an expert archer. I'm just one small novice archer. Even I could build a bridge of arrows. And he started to have some doubts about the Lord of the universe. I don't know if this Ram is as strong as they say he was. Because I myself could do better with my Gandiva bow. I mean, I have so many capabilities, so many skills. He could have built a bridge in 5 minutes instead of taking 5 days and all of the monkey soldiers. He could have marched his way to Lanka, no problem. And he sat with his thoughts, very upset for some time. Nearby, meditating, was Hanuman. Because Markandeya Rishi was speaking Ramayana, so of course Hanuman must come. And so he was sitting meditating. But his mind was disturbed. He could understand that Arjuna was harboring doubts about his Sri Ramachandra. How dare he? So he thought, let me teach this young warrior a lesson. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. So Hanuman took the form of an old monkey and he hobbled over to where Arjuna was. And Arjuna had not spoken any of his doubts out loud, but Hanuman is Hanuman. And so he wandered over. He said, "My boy, you know, just in case you were wondering, those Vanaras were not like monkeys today. They were much stronger, much heavier, very mighty. I don't think that a bridge of arrows could have held their weight. Just in case you were wondering." And Arjuna thought, who is this monkey? And why is he talking to me? He said, "Well, sir, I think that if Sri Ram was as powerful as they say he is," and the monkey was, "If he was as powerful, I just think let's put a hypothesis. Even I could build a bridge of arrows that would withstand the weight of all of the monkeys. I think Sri Ram could have done this." And the monkey said, "I don't think you could build a bridge that would hold my weight. Just one old monkey." Arjuna said, "Of course I can. In fact, I'll show you. I will build a bridge with arrows across this river, and if I fail to hold your weight, I will enter into fire and end my life." The monkey said, "Very well. Try your best." And the monkey sat in meditation, and Arjuna began to shoot arrow after arrow, saying a few mantras of his own, and these arrows were bright gold and effulgent. And the monkey seemed unimpressed, simply sitting with his own meditation. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
And in just this same amount of time, Arjuna said, "Well, the bridge is ready. Do your best." The monkey said, "Oh." He looked. It's a nice pattern. He said, "Okay, let's try it out." And the monkey walked close to the bridge, and then he turned around and he simply placed his tail on the bridge, and it fell apart. Arjuna thought, how is this possible? The monkey said, "My dear boy, I'm sure you didn't try your best. Try again. No problem. Practice. Practice round. Go again." And the monkey sat back in his meditation, and Arjuna thought, okay, let me put my all into this. And he began to construct a 3-tiered bridge of arrows. crisscrossing in all directions, arrows again flying this way, that way, golden, effulgent, glowing with all of the power of the mantras that he knew. And the monkey once again sat in meditation. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram.
Arjuna said, "Oh, best of monkeys, my bridge is ready." This time he was sure it would hold. The monkey said, "Okay, warrior." Went forth, and he looked at the bridge. This one looks better than the last one. And he placed his tail on the bridge. It was fine. And Arjuna thought, "Ha!" And the monkey took a step on the bridge. It was fine. He took another step on the bridge. Fine again. He walked, and he walked, and he walked until he got to the middle of the bridge, and then crack. And the monkey fell, splashing into the water. He swam all the way back to shore. I don't know what to tell you, but your bridge doesn't work. Arjuna thought, this is a problem. I have told this monkey that I will give up my life. And so Arjuna began to build a pyre. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
As we get closer into the story, I would urge all of you, spread out a little because you're crushing the children in the front. Spread out, spread out, spread out. Move back, move back. Because then otherwise, no one can hear the story because they're worried about their safety. So everyone, spread out. I promise we'll still be here. We'll stay right here. And Dvijavara Prabhu has made the sound audible from the entire hall. Can we Haribol for Dvijavara Prabhu's service? And so all of you are actually still not listening. Really, spread out. Spread out because trust me, you're gonna want room to dance. Give it a moment and we'll all dance, I promise. I promise. But really, give yourself some room, breathe. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, So just as Arjuna was lighting the pyre on fire, he felt a tap on his shoulder. And he turned, and there was a very effulgent Brahmin, very handsome, lotus petal eyes, hair up in a top knot, kind of like Yogendra's. Incredibly built, kind of like Yogendra. And this Brahmin said, "What are you doing?" And Arjuna said, "Well, I'm building my own funeral pyre." Brahmin said, "Why?" "Well, I promised a monkey that I'd be able to build a bridge of arrows, and I can't, and so now I have to burn myself alive." The Brahmin said, "A monkey?" Yeah, that one. He's there. You can see him." And the Brahmin said, "Well, I'm sure for this kind of challenge, these most important challenges, you need a witness. So I'm sure you had a witness, right?" And Arjuna said, "No." And the Brahmin looked at the monkey, and the monkey said, no witnesses." The Brahmin said, "Well, this won't do. Try again. And this time, I will be the witness." And so Arjuna decided, my life is on the line. I will try again to build this bridge. But no longer will I rely on my own strength. I want to remember my friend Krishna. Somehow or other, if I can remember him, maybe he will save my life. And so, with that prayer in his heart, Arjuna began to shoot arrows. He Govinda, he Gopal, Keshava Madhava Dina Daya. 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 Dina Dayal, Dina Dayal, Keshava Madhava Dina Dayal. Dina Dayal, Dina Dayal, Keshava Madhava Dina Dayal. 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 Hey Govinda, hey Gopal, Keshava Madhava Dina Dayal. Hey Govinda, hey Gopal, Keshava Madhava Dina Dayal. Arrow after arrow, finally Arjuna said, "Now, no more arrogance left." With all humility he said, "My dear sir, please step onto my bridge." And the monkey walked forward, very well, warrior, as you say. And first, he placed his tail on the bridge. And the bridge was holding steady. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. The bridge was fine. The monkey thought, fine, let me try again. And he walked onto the bridge, and everything was fine. What is this? He took another step onto the bridge, and everything was fine. What did this boy do? He walked to the middle of the bridge where he was before, and everything was fine. The monkey thought, let me increase my meditation. Oh Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram, Hey Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram, Oh Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Hey Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Hey Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram,
Hey Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram,
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram,
Oh Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram,
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Jai Ram Jai Ram Jai.
Everything was fine? Ridiculous. And so, Hanuman began to stomp on the bridge. Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Oh Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram,
Hey Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram,
Oh Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Hey Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram.
Hey Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram.
How could this be? The bridge was still holding firm. Hanuman thought, let me try with renewed efforts. And Hanuman, with all of his might, began to jump up and down on the bridge. Oh Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram,
Hey Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Hey Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram.
Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram.
However, Arjuna was still thinking of his dearmost friend, and now there was a tug of war between the two meditations. Dina Dayal, Dina Dayal, Keshava Madhava Dina Dayal,
Deen Dayal, Deen Dayal, Keshava Madhava Deen Dayal,
Dina Dayal, Dina Dayal, Keshava Madhava Dina Dayal.
Deen Dayal, Deen Dayal, Keshava Madhava.
Oh Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Hey Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram,
Hey Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram.
Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram.
Dina Dayal, Dina Dayal, Keshava Madhava Dina Dayal.
Deen Dayal, Deen Dayal, Keshava Madhava Deen Dayal,
Dina Dayal, Dina Dayal, Keshava Madhava Dina Dayal.
Deen Dayal, Deen Dayal, Keshava Madhava.
Oh Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram,
Sita Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram, Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram, Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Sita
Oh
Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Rama Rama Jaya Raja Ram,
Oh Rama Rama Jaya Sita Ram.
Rama Jaya Sita Ram.
Try as he might, nothing would move that bridge. He went back to the warrior and said, Arjuna, your bridge has held. What did you do? And Arjuna turned and said, see, Brahman. And the Brahmin had vanished. Finally, out from the water rose the Brahmin, his shoulders bloodied, bruised, from holding up the weight of this bridge, from holding up the weight of Hanuman himself. He emerged out of the water. Both Arjuna and Hanuman realized who this Brahmin really was. None other than their worshipable Lord, who will always carry what we lack and preserve what we have, literally. Both the warrior and the monkey ran, each grabbing one foot of the Supreme Lord. My Lord, we're sorry. How could we have ever doubted you? How could we have ever doubted your holy name? This holy name that saved Arjuna's life and taught them both a very valuable lesson. And all of us till today, somehow or other, we should never have any doubts about the greatness of our Lord. Let us take these pastimes literally. Let us take them into our hearts. Let us never forget that our Lord will always be there to love us, even if he becomes battered, bloodied, and bruised because of it. This is our Krishna, ready to love us regardless of what we are, who we are, what we do. Krishna will give his love to his devotees. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
O Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram, Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram,
O Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram,
O Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram,
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram,
Shri Ram, Shri Ram,
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. O Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram, O Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram,
Ram Jai Sita
O
Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram,
Ram Jai Raja Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram,
Ram Jai Sita Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram,
Ram Jai Raja Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram,
Ram Jai Sita Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram,
Ram Jai Raja Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Shri Ram,
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Shri Ram,
O Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram,
Ram Jai Raja Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram,
Ram Jai Raja Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram,
Ram Jai Sita Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram,
Ram Jai Raja Ram,
Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram.
Ram Jai Sita Ram,
Shri Ram Jai
Jai Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Oh Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram.
Jai Jai Ram. Kali Yuga Dharma Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki, Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki, Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrind ki. Thank you all for listening so attentively without your phones.